You might be looking at this and you're saying, but wait, I don't remember the industrial park in an episode of SpongeBob. Well, there actually is. In Hibernation Week, SpongeBob and Sandy go to the industrial park when Sandy's, getting SpongeBob to do all the crazy stuff. That's where the industrial park comes from. What will we find there? Won't know unless we enter. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nedia16, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play SpongeBob SQaurepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we finished Sand Mountain by completing all 3 time trials. For each character on each slope of Sand Mountain, we got all the time trials done, and we got all the shiny objects. We got all the golden spatulas that we needed. And in this episode, we are exiting the second area of Bikini Bottom, and we're about to go try to enter the third. Only one thing standing between us and the Krusty Krab. That is the industrial park. Basically every single episode of the series, I've said let's not waste any more time. So I'm gonna try to think of something else. How about, without further delay, let's enter.
Wow, that robot looks like Patrick, and its breath seems just as bad.
This day just doesn't seem to be getting any better.
SpongeBob, hurry! Squidward's in more trouble than a chili relleno in a pan of grease. We have to help!
You're right, Sandy. But if that robot really is like Patrick, he'll eat us for dessert. What should we do?
Well, we better figure something out, and pronto!
Maybe that button on his back is a self-destruct. I'll try to hit it.
Good idea, SpongeBob, but it's time to stop yapping and get to it!
Yikes! Looks like SpongeBob's in for a rough ride.
With awesome music backing us up, Robo Patrick starts off. He slams his ice cream cone on the ground. The ice cream cone is made of toxic waste. He slams his ice cream cone on the ground as a short-range attack. If you get hit by it, you take damage. Then he licks it and spits it back out. That is a long-range attack that is a single shot. After doing that, he starts spinning around like this, which obviously shoots multiple shots out, and anytime a shot hits the ground, it turns into a puddle that stays there momentarily. That will still damage you if you touch it. After that, he will get dizzy and he'll fall on the ground and you can hit him just like I did in the last phase. Doing it one more time. The very first hit, he's always going to be facing away from you. If he were to ever get hit during that, he would reset his animation and start his cycle over. In speedruns, this boss fight is mostly about cycle manipulation and RNG. So, not much you can do if you're speedrunning this game. The arena is above a pool of toxic waste. So do not fall off or else you will take damage. This first phase is pretty easy, but they're not all going to be that way. Let's jump up and hit him. 2 hits. Now his ice cream cone splatters, I guess, are getting a little bit bigger. So I'm dodging all the goo. While it is erratic, it's not likely going to hit you, so just watch out and just make sure you're not in its line of fire, and you should be fine.
That does it! You pushed this squirrel too far! Get ready for a hot fudge twister, Texas style!
What is Sandy going to do to get SpongeBob unfrozen?
Phase 2, he's going to start off by doing the same things. Spits out his ice cream cone and he's going to start spinning around. He's moving a little bit faster and the ice cream shots are getting a little bit more accurate, so we're more likely to get hit here. Notice how they're going at different distances as well. No difference here, jump up and hit him. However, once you do that, he's going to pull that lever. Then he's going to lick it and spit it back up at you, and it's going to be a lot that time. It's basically going to be throwing up ice cream almost. Now, that part of the floor is completely dangerous. We cannot step on that anymore. However, we can negate this by getting hit. Okay, yes. However, by pulling on these swinger hooks, it will drop crates from the ground. or drop crates from the sky. We're going to need these. I recommend dropping as many as possible because Patrick can destroy them. We're going to need these because we can... I knew that was gonna happen. You don't actually take... Whoa, like, wave dash there. You don't actually take damage if you touch the goo. If you touch the toxic waste, it just acts as goo. Yeah, you don't act, it just acts as regular goo if you touch the toxic waste, but eventually it's going to come to the point where there's not a platform for you to land on after you touch it, and that's where things get dangerous. You can just do this, actually, you can just cycle between the same ones and it will have the same effect. However, oh really? I was almost done that. If you're a little bit more skilled in this game with the technical and the movement, you can actually just do this. Oh, I messed it up there. You can actually just cycle on the same swinger hook multiple times in a row. Just by jumping away and then jumping back towards it again. If you're skilled, like I said, if you're skilled enough to do that, that's an option you have. While we're going through this final phase, since you've already seen it, I guess I can let you guys listen to music. Also, when he does that, you're basically supposed to get hit. He'll do it, as far as I know, he'll do it until you take damage from it. So just be wary about that. And just, there's 2 pairs of underwear on the sides if you need them, but yeah. Almost done with this phase here. He's only got to get dizzy one more time. What? Ugh.
What is Sandy going to do to get Spongebob unfrozen? Go!
I guess I can mention here that Johnny the fish actually has unique dialogue in this fight. He's mentioning the hot goo. Oh, come on. He's mentioning the hot goo and the Patrick's, you know, saying one more douse of that stuff, SpongeBob back in the fight, do-si don't around he goes, when he just said. So, in each of the boss fights, Johnny actually has unique dialogue depending, relating to the boss fight, which is really cool, really nice touch. I mean, not die in the cutscene, please, thank you.
SpongeBob is back in the fight.
The third phase of the Robo Patrick fight is completely above a pit of toxic waste. There is nowhere to stand except for the main platform, the 2 side platforms, and the moving platforms, all the conveyor belts on the sides. Functionally, this boss fight is the same. He's going to do the same things, and he's going to be doing the same. He's going to be doing them in the same order. However, now it's a little bit harder because now we have to drown in the toxic waste. Yeah, whatever. We already saw the cutscene. Well, I guess I can mention the fact that he has freeze breath now. If you were to get hit by that, you'd get frozen in a ice cube, and he would immediately spit his, Oh, does it really kill you in 1 hit? Oh, maybe that's what the problem is. Okay, I actually think it kills you in 1 hit. You know what? Let's just test that. Okay, I'm at full health. It does kill you in 1 hit. That's what I thought. Alright. Fools for science. This boss fight is not as hard as I'm making it seem. I'm just very dumb. Yes, freeze breath. If the freeze breath were to touch you, it would freeze you in an ice cube, and then he would spit that, drop of toxic waste at you, and you would take damage. So note to self, for the entirety of this boss fight, the toxic waste is instant death if you were unlucky enough to somehow get hit by it. But now, we have to use the bubble bowl in order to hit him. It's a lot harder than it looks.
I see a prime bowling moment right here.
Please hit him. Thank you. Good lord. Especially with the moving, with the moving platforms, this is a darn challenging boss fight. I said it's not as hard as I'm making it look, but I mean you shouldn't be dying on it multiple times like I am. This is a really solid boss fight. It's a lot of fun, very creative, good music, like I said, really great atmosphere, and just overall a really excellent challenge. I don't think it's my favorite boss in this game because we haven't gotten to the final boss yet, but it's probably my second favorite boss in this game, without a doubt. And it's also very on brand for Patrick. You know, I really like how the robot characters, like the Robot Sandy and the Robot Patrick, are both crap. Oh my god. I like how they're both reminiscent of their personalities when they're not robots. You know, Sandy was all about, you know, the karate moves and the fighting, and, you know, Patrick's, you know, being goofy and has ice cream. So all in all, it's just a really solid experience. That was a weird way to say that. It's really solid boss fights all around. But even those solid boss fights have to go down eventually. It's Wonder Bubble. Hit him again. He's done.
Thanks for saving me, guys. I never thought I'd say this, SpongeBob, but I owe you big time.
Thanks, Sandy. We'd still be popsicles if it wasn't for her.
Aw, shucks. You fellers are gonna make me blush.
I think I have fudge in my pants.
I don't know why they included that line. It's really weird.
I'm sorry, Plankton. The Chum Bucket lab is locked up tight. I don't know if I'll ever get enough golden spatulas to get in.
Yes, it's the Chum Bucket security system. I designed it myself. It makes me so proud. It was meant to keep out the hateful throngs of the unwashed. Unfortunately, I never figured I'd be on this side of it.
So what are you gonna do, Plankton?
We, of course, meaning you, we're gonna have to go out there and get those golden spatulas, or I'll never get back into the Chum Bucket and regain control of my robots.
What was that?
Oh, I said, will I ever get back into the Chum Bucket to stain all my pots? Yes.
Something's fishy here.
Get it? Fish eats a SpongeBob. Okay. I really don't think there's any use hiding it anymore. We need to stop Plankton. We already figured it out from the beginning of the game. SpongeBob doesn't know, but I mean, let's be real. We don't really. There's no point in hiding it anymore. Plankton's the cause of all of this. Well, we are officially in the third area of Bikini Bottom. So you're right. This is gonna be a long episode. We're going to now explore everything the third area of Bikini Bottom has to offer, and we're gonna go around to the previous worlds and see what we can get with, well, whatever we can find here. First things first, we should get a new ability, right? Well, yes we do.
Bubble Buddy, I bet the next move you teach me will be the best one ever.
Abso-positively, SpongeBob.
Super pinky shake on it?
I would if I had pinkies.
Here, I'll blow you some.
Yeah, maybe later. Now, pay attention, SpongeBob. This bubble's a doozy.
Paying my entire salary in attention.
When you're not moving, press this button, and you'll blow a bubble that you can steer as it flies through the air.
Wow!
Aim carefully, though. You've only got a few seconds of flight time before the bubble pops.
I'm a bubble blowing machine.
Just as he said, standing still, press the L button, we get the Cruise Bubble. The Cruise Bubble is a single shot explosive that you have 5 seconds of completely free movement. Take some time to get used to the controls because they're inverted when you start. You can detonate it remotely by pressing the L button again, but other than that, it is 5 seconds of completely free movement, which is absolutely incredible. The Cruise Bubble is going to be the most helpful ability you're going to have, and it's the last one you get. So yeah, awesome. The Cruise Bubble can also destroy stone tikis, so there's merit in that, I suppose, if you want that. But not only can this Cruise Bubble do all of that, the Cruise Bubble can also hit buttons, in case you couldn't have figured that out. By hitting all 3 buttons on the side of the chum bucket here. If I can hit that one. Aim up higher. Again, like I said, it takes a little bit of time to get used to just because of the fact that the controls are inverted. So just get used to them, practice it, and you'll be just fine. Jump up here. And this is one spatula. 58 spatulas, man. We are getting closer and closer. From the top of the chum bucket, you can see over there on the side for the Krusty Krab is a pair of golden underwear. Double jump spin, 6 pairs of underwear. We are now at full health for this game. We can now take 6 hits before we die. There's a lot of stuff to see and do in the new area of Bikini Bottoms. Let's just start by exploring everything on the outside. We have 2 new areas, particularly 3. We have an area that doesn't require any spatulas to enter. Entering SpongeBob's Dream. That is actually the last area we're going to go to in the game. We'll get there later. We have a lot of different things we can shoot with the Cruise Bubble if we wanted to, but the main thing we want to get is behind the Krusty Krab. Hit the dumpster, roll it, get a sock. Speaking of the Krusty Krab,
Hello, Mr. Krabs. You don't look so good.
You gotta help me, boy. The Krusty Krab's been overrun by a bunch of them hoodlum robots of yours. They've booted me out! And worse, they've got hold of me beautiful shiny objects!
Defiling the Krusty Krab? Is there no end to their evil? What are we going to do, Mr. Krabs?
We, meaning you, are going to clear the robots out, give me back me restaurant, and most importantly, rescue me money!
me meaning you. Alright, great. Well, we already know what our objective is. Let's go into the Krusty Krab. Alright, ready kids? Set, go. Alright, this is a very, very tough mission. Only 6 health to do it. These guys, I don't remember what they're called off the top of my head. So I'll have to put it on screen what they're called. We have 2 sleepy times on the top of the... We have 2 sleepy times on the top of the, up here. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies here. What you want to do is you want to do that, raise that. That kills that sleepy time. Stop, go away, lasers. Oh my god, Chuck. Okay, come up here. I don't have time to worry about anything. I'm gonna die. Oh, that's a new death animation, I think. Well, that's worth something. Alright. Get rid of you. Don't do that. Get rid of all of you. That should have gotten rid of the sleepy... Okay, it did. Get rid of the sleepy time up here. Oh no! Crap, that sucks. Chuck fire. I'm gonna Cruise Bubble this guy. You can now Cruise Bubble sleepy times, or no you can't because you can miss. You can Cruise Bubble sleepy times, and they can't stop you. So feel free to Cruise Bubble sleepy times if you're having trouble with them. So come over here, hit that guy, get a extra pair of underwear. That should knock out both of them, and we have a bunch of these guys to take out. There was one enemy left. Oh, man. Alright. Don't get hit by that. Raise that up. Knock you out. There's a duplicator Tron, so it doesn't really do us a whole lot of good to knock out a bunch of enemies. Because they're just gonna respawn. Take out that sleepy time. I can dodge it. I couldn't dodge it. We can also do that, and that knocks out both of them. It did knock out the Duplicatortron. Okay. You do that, that knocks out both of them. Now we just have these laser guys. Got both of you, knock out you. Knock out you. Done. Alright. We've successfully, I don't know why that was so hard to freaking pronounce. We have successfully defeated all of the robots in the Krusty Krab. However, we're not quite done with the Krusty Krab. We're gonna go in and commit mass vandalism and destroy everything in the Krusty Krab. Hit the condiment bar, hit the cash register, jump up here, and destroy all of these. Am I missing something? Oh. After you destroy everything, well, I think what am I missing? Hello? Oh. Oh, I only hit one side of the condiment bar. I'm dumb. After hitting both sides of the condiment bar and destroying everything else, up in the crow's nest, there is a sock. And I believe that is the last sock in Bikini Bottom. After going back out and talking to Mr. Krabs.
Be worried there for a bit, boy. Worried for me money, of course. Here, take this as your reward.
Get one spatula. Also, I thought it was at 68. I'm not even close. 59 spatulas. We're coming close to the end, guys. There's only one more thing left to do in this new area of downtown Bikini Bottom. I can't talk today. We can enter the Chum Bucket, which is apparently the robot headquarters with that big flashing neon sign. And just as we suspected, it's empty. We can actually read the menu for the Chum Bucket.
Flash! Authorities have confirmed that the robots running amok through Bikini Bottom are indeed coming from the Chum Bucket. Yes, right where you're standing. Plankton, owner of the Chum Bucket, and best known for the creation of robots whose sole purpose is to cause mayhem and destruction, has denied any involvement. And then stomp on your children! And stomp on your children's children! This has been a Bikini Bottom news flash.
They serve food here, yes.
75.
They don't serve love.
75 is the number we need in order to enter the Chum Bucket lab. This presumably is where the base of operations is being held, and where we need to go in order to save Bikini Bottom. There's actually something we can do here in the Chum Bucket that you might not realize. Over here is this. It doesn't look like you can, but with two parallel walls, you can actually wall jump on this. And get a spatula for it. 60 golden spatulas to our name. Bikini Bottom is clear. That is every single spatula and every single sock in the hub world of Bikini Bottom. Slowly but surely, we are completing everything there is to see in this game. Slowly but surely, my dream of making a 100% Let's Play as this game is coming true. It's kind of surreal, to be honest with you guys. We're not quite done yet today, though. There's a couple more things we want to see. So I will meet you guys in the next area where the Cruise Bubble, our new ability, the next area where we can do something with it, something new. I'll see you guys there. Boom! And we're back. Wow, back in Jellyfish Fields? I know, it's been a while since we've been here, but right at the beginning of Navigate the Canyons and the Mesas, here at the bottom of Spork Mountain, we have this pressure plate that we stand on it. It creates 5 floating tikis. By using the cruise bubble, or missing entirely with the cruise bubble, that's also an option. I always forget the controls are inverted. Every time I play this game, I'm always so excited to get the cruise bubble, and then I always forget how to control it. So it goes, I suppose. By destroying all 5 floating tikis with the cruise bubble, this was not possible before. I mean, maybe you could have tricked it out or something. Maybe you could have glitched it, I guess. But as far as I'm aware, this is not possible before. And even if it was, it would have taken way too long, and it's much easier just to do it this way. 59 socks. There's 1 sock for almost every spatula. We have 1 more spatula than sock, but oh well. Still not done with jellyfish fields yet. We'll get the next 2 socks in another episode. But for right this minute, that's all we can do here for right now. So I'll meet you guys back at the next area where there's something new for us. Well, the mission isn't called Come Back with the Cruise Bubble for nothing. We are back here in the Sea Needle of all places to knock out the final spatula and sock for downtown Bikini Bottom. So we're going to come right over here to where this gap is, and by shooting a cruise missile right down the gap and hitting this button, that makes a platform and a spatula up here. However, that's not all there is. Really, of course, had to start over there, didn't it? Alright, well, while that's going, I suppose I could talk about, I suppose I would be remiss if I didn't mention cruise boosting. Cruise boosting is a speedrunning strat. It is arguably the most important, it's arguably the most important speedrunning strat in Battle for Bikini Bottom speedrunning. I'll most likely have a link in the description of... You know what, I'm gonna actually switch to Sandy here. No, I'm not gonna switch to Sandy because I need Spongebob to push the button, so never mind. That bus just did double time. Alright. Cruise boosting is probably the most important speedrunning strat in Battle for Bikini Bottom speedrunning. I'm pressing the wrong button. By pressing... Oh my god, it actually kinda did it. Wow, okay. So this is a very bad cruise boost, but essentially I have it active right now by pressing the... I love this game. By pressing the... Whoa, SpongeBob's texture is like freaking out right there. That's kind of weird. By pressing the cruise bubble button and the... Oh, you do need Sandy. I'm so dumb. By pressing the cruise bubble button and the bubble bowl button on the same frame, you can activate them at the same time. You notice how when you bubble bowl, there is a... You get a little boost of, you get that little burst of acceleration right when you bubble bowl. You have to stand against a wall in order to cruise boost. Well, what's actually happening is the cruise bubble is actually multiplying the speed from the bubble bowl acceleration. It's multiplying by a lot, actually.
I'm getting dizzy just watching.
And so by doing that, you are actually multiplying your speed, and it doubles your speed. And it allows you to move very fast and perform lots of very interesting, very quick movements. I'll sit here and try it for maybe another couple times and see if I can maybe pull it off. But I'm not very good at it, but I'll try my best and see what I can do. So I'm gonna be kind of at an angle here. Might not be able to do it here. If not, I will post a link. I will post a card and a video link in the description of cruise boosting. Okay, this is a bad cruise boost, but you see how I'm constantly moving forward now and I have to kind of watch my directions and stuff. This is a very bad version of it, but this is the gist, except if you were to do it properly, you'd get a lot more speed than that. You know what really sucks? I wanted to name this episode Cruisin' Around, but because I also did Robot Patrick in this episode, well, I suppose I still could. I don't know. That's not a discussion for here. Anyway, that is everything the Cruise Bubble has to offer for us right now, as well as showing off the Cruise Bubble in all of its wonderful, beautiful glory. Might notice this over here, I guess this is the last thing I could show off, is this. This is the movie theater. And apparently it's showing the Bride of... Plankton's... the Bride of Plankton's Brain, I think is what that says. You need 40,000 shiny objects to access this, but if you go up to it...
May I help you?
You actually get a little bit of dialogue there. We're showing off the theater in the bonus episode. We will be getting in there, but for right now, we don't need to worry about that. As much as it pains me to not go into this level right here, we actually have one more level to do, 2 more levels to do before that, and the first of which is the Kelp Forest. We'll be entering here next time. So like this purpose, If you like this part, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.